Being a 1999 model, the suspension on advertising manager Nick's STI was starting to get a bit shabby. As a daily driver, subjected to the occasional circuit blast, Nick wanted a coilover package that would achieve a sweet balance between compliant ride for the weekdays and variable, scalpel-like precision for the weekends. We took the car to renowned Subi specialist Brett Middleton of MRT, where it was decided a set of Tein adjustable coilovers were the best solution for Nick's requirements.
Hi, I'm Brett from MRT Performance. What we're doing today is fitting some new coilover shock absorbers to Nick's car from Ignition DVD. The good thing about the Tein coilovers is these particular shocks are a complete replacement shock. So they've got the strut top, the spring seat saddle, the coil, the strut body, everything all in one. So when you'll see when we do the install, we'll take the whole old leg out, put a whole brand new leg in an assembly. Saves time, has a lot more features. But one of the really good things about these particular ones is they're completely re-rated and resprung for the Australian market.
Installation of the coilovers is a relatively simple process. Removing the original struts is surprisingly easy. The top 3 locating nuts come off first before the car is jacked up and the wheels removed. Then the 2 19mm bolts that hold the bottom of the strut to the bearing hub assembly come out. Once the clips and brackets that support the brake hoses and ABS sensor are loosened, the top bolts are removed and the strut can be removed from the car.
Okay, this is the strut top, and in a Tein strut it's fully adjustable. On the top here we have the adjustable shock rate which controls the damper, bump and rebound. This is the upper spring seat which sits between the strut top and obviously the guiding function of the shock absorber, and inside here is the spherical bearing because obviously it needs to move like that as the shock absorber goes up and down. This is the helper spring which keeps the spring fully captured on full travel so you don't get any spring rattle. In between here, one of the particular features is there's actually a little guide between the helper spring and the mainspring, so there's less rattle or interference of them moving. This is the main spring which obviously supports the body of the car and the overall mass. Obviously the whole body is what makes up the McPherson strut itself and the shock absorber. And down the bottom here we've got the 2 locking rings which control the actual ride height or the platform of the spring related to the actual shock absorber.
Installing the replacement Tein coilovers is a simple reversal of the removal process. Reconnecting the ABS is a simple reversal of the dismantling process. The Tein adjustable front strut tops allow considerable adjustability over the standard suspension. Nick's car was set up with maximum caster to deliver the best possible turn-in and allow less static camber for improved tyre wear.
What most people do these days is have a compromise on the spring rate but have an adjustable shock rate. So the good thing about these shocks is when you go to the track, we can stiffen up the shock rate, which gets more performance out of the whole assembly, gives you better track time, better control, and obviously that's what you're going to be chasing at the track. Overall, it's a very reliable package. I mean, the long and the short of it is you definitely get what you pay for, and that's not to mean that this is cheap and nasty. but you certainly can. If you shop around, you will find cheaper than this, you will find more expensive than this, but our attitude is to meet the needs of what you're probably going to need, this is the best package.
Once the installation of the new Tein coilover package was complete, it was time for the extensive corner weighting process to begin. One of the most important aspects of car setup is the static weight distribution and the cross weight percentage, and it takes a precise procedure to achieve a perfect 50-50 weight balance left to right, with a 60-40 front-rear balance. While many people think coilovers are simply for slamming a car on its guts, their primary purpose is to allow you to tune optimum weight balance into your car, improving the consistency in the handling so the balance and feedback of the car is identical when banking hard in both directions. Static weight distribution is the weight resting on each tyre contact patch with the car at rest and the exact guise it will hit the circuit. Two percentages are used to analyse the car's corner weights, left weight percentage and rear weight percentage. The left weight percentage is calculated by adding the left front weight to the left rear weight and dividing the sum by the total weight. The rear weight is calculated by adding the left rear weight and the right rear weight together and dividing the sum by the total weight. For road racing, the ideal left weight percentage is 50%, with the optimum front-rear balance for the front-engined STI coming in at 58.9 to 41.1. Cross weight percentage compares the diagonal weight totals to the car's total weight. The cross weight percentage is calculated by adding the right front weight to the left rear weight and dividing the sum by the total weight of the car. Cross weight is also called wedge. If the percentage is over 50, the car has wedge. If the percentage is below 50, the car has reverse wedge. The whole procedure can take around 4 hours, and achieving a perfect 50-50 left-right weight balance and 60-40 front-rear weight balance is a finicky and time-consuming job. Now all that's left is to head to the next MRT track day to put the new Teins through their paces.